We ain't got strong as fuck out there, child. We had a rainstorm come through here the other night and shit, the wind blowing like a motherfucker now. But anyway, I'm back again. I told y'all this record day, honey. Black Ink Crew. Season 5, episode 18. Black Ink Atlanta was the name of it. It is the season finale episode, okay? Now, let's go back to that hotel where Dutchess and Kitty had their little fight, not so fight. Okay. Kitty get halfway down the block. And that's when Dutchess want to come out and now she got mouth. Child, the signs of a scary hoe. Then when the girl come back up to talk to her again, you know, they sending caps at each other or whatnot. She said, did y'all notice how Dutchess was holding on that door in case that girl decided to run up on her? She could kind of pull that door. Scary. Girl, I would have never been arguing with her. If you ask me, both of y'all got a little chicken in you. But hell, Dutchess got more than Kitty because at least Kitty did attempt to try to get with that baby. I got to straighten it. That had to move right then. I'm sorry. Y'all know I keep it 100. But anyway, she's sitting there. Why would you be arguing with that bitch? I would have never been arguing with that bitch because she's scary. And I got to question Kitty a little because you had a whole lot of space and opportunity in that moment to just run up on that hoe and bust in the face. But then again, the security was there. Okay, whatever. Child, the crew preparing to go to Atlanta for this grand opening mixer party for the new shop. But ain't nobody bought their tickets yet. Why? They asked the young baby, she good? She talking about, now, so BH1 ain't paid for it? I know they did. I ain't finna ask that question. Now, we got old shit coming up in there talking about he and his feelings. You know, he had to tell them that, you know, we had a miscarriage or whatnot. And he and his feelings because Nikki done decided that Callie is where she need to be. And he saying he need to, you know, he want to go and holler at her or whatnot. She say, well, everybody in the shop just basically, I'm going to tell you something what I got out of there. We tired of telling you that something is amiss with this hoe. So since you want to be cool with her, this is what you do. You go ahead on and holler at her. So he talking about he going to go back where she is and try to see if he can get her to come back, but he might not come back. Boy, look, we already figured out you traded one addiction for another. For you was addicted to them streets, them hoes, and them drugs. Now you addicted to this crazy bitch who is living a double life. I hope that he don't come back, and if he do, I'm almost certain when he return next season, he gonna be telling us that shit about he got there and found out that she was living that double life that girl said she was living. So whatever. Bye, old shit. Now Donna then invited Sky out. Basically, she started off wrong because she started out still kind of saying like the girl didn't deserve her promotion. She only got it because Seed messed around with her friend Allison. And then I guess it started to dawn on her, wait a minute, this ain't quite how I want to say this. So she apologized and said that she felt like Sky was leaving her out. Excuse me, I understand that if a friend or somebody you care about real close and they get, you know, they move away or whatnot, it will put you in your feelings. But you won't do what you did. What you did was straight hate on this woman. You gonna get mad at her and talk shit to her, and you talk shit to the person who could have gave you a job down there at that shop eventually, but you told him his breath smelled like shit. Girl, you is something else. But Scott wound up accepting her apology, gave her an invite to that damn mixer, and told her you need to go make that shit right with C's because you offended him as well. And I don't know how she would ever, I couldn't deal with her. We couldn't be friends no more. I would forgive you, but bitch, I would not fuck with you anymore. Because you show who you really are. I wasn't buying all that. I'm going to feel like you believe in me and all of that because, bitch, we not lovers. You my home girl. And yeah, we may be thick as thieves or whatever you call yourself with her. At the end of the day, you got to know a bitch move on with their life and do different things. And sometimes it takes them in a different direction. How you going to get mad? I went fool with her. Now, Walt and Donna, they going shopping. Child, they so shady. They say Walt wear the same shirt every time he had a party. And Robbie H1 showed clips of different parties they done had, and he was wearing that same white shirt. But the shit was white, so I ain't gonna complain about you, bitch. But I'm glad that she is buying you some new gear, and that's cute. I like Walt. He funny. Now, while they out in the back, she decided to get her pussy rejuvenated. I don't know what she rejuvenating it for, but she got it rejuvenated and it caused them to be kind of running late, okay? Now, C's looking for a new property for this place that he want to have in Atlanta, right? Him and him and Teddy find this one spot real nice. It was nice to see him happy as he signed the lease on that place. I was like, okay, you better come through, C's. You is building that empire you said you wanted to have. Go ahead on Lucius line. Just don't act like Lucius, please on. Okay. Now he called Kitty with the good news and she talking about what happened between Dutchess and her. Her and Dutchess. Now, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to hear that shit either. Basically, he told her he out here trying to expand his brand. He ain't got time for this shit, and he already had told her to let this shit go with Dutchess, but she chose to go on her own. So he wasn't really here for that conversation, so he got the fuck up off of it. I don't blame him. You not finna fuck up my happy part. I'm happy today. Why I'm gonna let you come through and make that bad for me? I'm not. And then as soon as he hang up with her, he go Dutchess calling talking about he need to get his hoes together, get them checked, and have to let them know not to come to him. He ain't trying to hear shit this girl got to say. He told her, go and talk to the dicks that she been fucking with. Leave him alone. Go away from him with that bullshit. Fuck you, bitch. She threatened that he gonna hear from her lawyer. And he just hung that phone up because he unbothered. Go suck a dog dick, bitch, is what he said. He ain't say that. But that's what he should have said. Anyway, we find out that Karlie Redd, old cougar puss extraordinaire herself, her and C's is going to a spa. She said he might need to hook up with a chick that ain't got no drama attached to her, you know. So she gonna make his best friend her new best friend. So she done jump claim some dick and they still together from what I see. They always on Snapchat together or whatnot. And I be seeing her on his IGs and shit all the time. So I guess, girl, child, I guess that was the beginning of them hooking up because shit, you seen them get all close to each other or whatnot, child. I was like, what? Oh, that's gotta be something else. You got her with all the miles on her pussy, and your shit is like 100 years old because you always got a different dude. I hope that maybe you do go on and stay with C's. I mean, shit, girl, you need to do something because you got to stop with all these different millions back and forth. I mean, that thing ought to be depleted. You need to be going to get a vaginal rejuvenation. And C's with them old extra juicy bubble ass lips, he got some serious soup coolers on him. He be having what I call juicy dry lips, okay? But they together or whatnot, so whatever. Now, Dutch is over there lying to Rick Ross' baby mama, saying that she was with C's when he built Black Ink. And I want to know how the fuck do she figure that? When we remember this season one of this show, they came on this show. Girl, you was supposed to be moving up from North Carolina to come to Atlanta to get your name out there and to start tattooing. Meaning that Black Ink was already in existence and he had to be making some kind of money because he let you come to work for him. So I don't know why you lying, hoe. But you is. Child. You started working for him. You started fucking him. That's the end of the story. That's how we know you, girl. And really, instead of you being the way you being with him, because we going to go on and get to the end of this shit, because it wasn't much to it. I mean, I don't know how to stretch the shit out, because I ain't had nothing to say. The party was fine, though. A lot of people there. C's was extremely happy. He kind of looked crazy when Donna showed up, but Donna knew it was time to kiss ass, because bitch, you was wrong. You just let your real personality come out in that moment. What you need to do during the off season is work on yourself to come back and be a more genuine, authentic bitch. Because we don't like that fake shit. And I don't care what nobody say. Me and her could not be cool as we was with Sky. Because she talking about she feel like Sky wasn't there for her. I don't understand how you feel that way. Sky risked her job to get you a job in there. When everybody said they didn't want to fuck with you. She gave you a place to lay your head after Maxwell had them beat out your motherfucking brains and your goddamn emotions to damn near a pulp, bitch. She helped you. So how the fuck, girl, I don't know how you see it. But anyway, she knew not to come up in there wrong, and he had a good time. Kitty came her ass up and through there. She gets mad because I guess she finally seen that they not what she thought they were, and he had other bitches in his face, and he was kissing and hugging on them. She tried to ruin that man's night, shit on his motherfucking moment by coming over there with that bullshit and trying to smash cake in his face only to get that shit put in her face and storm off mad. Girl, you don't need to return neither next season. You something else. Um, When Walden that girl finally got there, it was down at the end of the party. Then they chilling in the shop, and Dutchess done sent him an edible arrangement, along with a piece of court paper saying that she trying to take him to court for half a black ink, and he flip out. And see, this is what I feel about this. Dutchess don't need to come back because Dutchess is an ungrateful hoe. For one, girl, we know that you are pissed off in this season because all of your fucking fuckery backfired on you. You laid dead there and you expected this man to continue to run behind you, run behind you, run behind you, destroy friendships and all of that shit. You wanted him to do all of that behind you, okay? And for many a season, he gave you that. He done fell out with people that he had been close to. He done ran behind you and let you take him down and through. He done took a little disrespect from your side of the family, all of that just to make it work for you and him. In this season, he found his strengths and he came from up under that bitch you wanna go by. And I don't blame him. You set that man up. You knew goddamn well that man. I don't blame him here. If I know I ain't did something, I ain't getting hyped with you, bitch. I said I ain't fuck with this girl's sister. I ain't got no baby on the way with no damn girl. And you had set that man up for the whole time. So by the time he finds all of this out, he don't want no more dealings with you. And he done found it out because the nigga you was fucking that helped you set him up went back after you decided you wanted to fuck somebody else and told all your tea, girl. You don't need to return. You're ungrateful because we would not know you if it wasn't for the fact that you had came on this show as a tattoo artist who eventually became involved with Caesar. Caesar was the person that the people down at Big Fish and BH1 contacted and asked him about coming in and doing a reality show based off of his already existing business. You may have, Miss Dutchess, played a part in keeping it going sometime. You might have paid a bill or two here, but let's not act like Caesar was completely broke from the start and you helped him build what is now the Black Ink Empire. No, bitch, you did not help him. What you did was what you were supposed to do in the role that you was playing, that you were supposed to be wanting to be in, which is that's his being his girlfriend and his fiance, okay? You paid a note for him or maybe a bill for him and maybe hooked him up every once in a while with a couple of dollars on child support. But you got the bigger return. You got from him an opportunity to come on a show that became a hit show. You got a chance to showcase your talent. You got a chance to make $1 on this show, which eventually helped you get bookings, which eventually helped you be able to open up your own shop. You owe him way more than you ever think he could possibly owe you. Because he did what he did for you, because that's what you do when you love somebody and in a relationship with them. When I rise, you rise. But see, you are the type of bitch that wants to have a man do all he can for you and you give him nothing in return. You never loved him more, but most importantly, you never respected him. And that's why that everything that you probably set out for this man is going to fail for you. And as you are sitting over there complaining and getting dumped by that dude that was a bench warmer for the Panthers, see, while you complaining about all that shit and that shit that's going on in your life, guess what Caesar doing? Black Ink Atlanta, Black Ink Florida, Black Ink New York, 2 locations. Black Ink California, LA, whatever the fuck he gonna call it. See, that's what he doing. And that's the beauty of how God works. You set a trap for me, bitch. You best set one for yourself. Because you never thought it would come a time where he would say no to you, and he said no to you. And it seemed like to me, when he told you no, God started saying yes to all his dreams. So, child, who win? Who win in here? She don't need to return neither. But that was it. This was a good season of Black Ink Crew. It was a couple people I couldn't stand, and I hope they don't return. But for the most part, I enjoyed it, and I look forward to season 6 of this show. The depth of my struggle will determine the height of my success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share this video on your social media platforms, and I will see you guys back for Greenleaf. We got Greenleaf to do. We got Tangled and Twisted episode 7, the review of the web series I do to do, and we got Fuck Shit Friday, and then I'll be done, child. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.